At 24 years old, she's already the greatest gymnast ever. She hasn't lost an all-around competition since 2013. And heading into Tokyo, she's looking to become the first woman to win back-to-back Olympic all-around titles in more than 50 years. And she's heavily favored to do just that. Here's how Simone Biles is making waves.
2 flips, 2 twists, never been done in competition.
Simone's got enough gold medals at home. Someone give this girl a crown.
See how high it goes here. Unbelievable!
Biles' childhood was tough. Born in Columbus, Ohio, she and her other 3 siblings spent time in and out of foster homes because her parents suffered from addiction and were deemed unfit to care for the children. By the time Biles was 5, her grandparents, who lived in Texas, had adopted her and her sister Adria. As a child, Biles was rather hyper and fell in love with the sport of gymnastics while on a school field trip at just 6 years old. She began her elite career, the track for those aspiring to represent the United States in international competition, at age 14. By 15, she'd be named to the US junior national team. Biles did have to sacrifice in order to get better at the sport. In 2012, she began being homeschooled so that she could train for 32 hours per week instead of her usual 20. And I guess you can say it paid off. By 2013, she was named to the senior national team after winning silver at the USA Gymnastic National Championships in all 4 individual events, and later was selected for the World Championships team. At 16, Biles won her first gold medal at the World Artistic Gymnastics competition in Belgium, winning with a competition score of 60.216, almost a point ahead of the second place finisher and a point and a half better than the bronze medalist. In a sport where scores are determined by decimal points, she was dominating, winning by more than 1 whole point. Since her first gold medal in 2013, Biles has just won silver or bronze just 8 times, while winning gold 27 times, including 19 world championships, 4 from the Olympics and 4 from other competitions. It was also in 2013 when she had her first element named after her in the women's code of points. In gymnastics, elements are named after the gymnast if they are the first person to ever perform the move. Biles now has 4 of those. The Biles on floor is 2 flips and a half twist in a laid out position backwards.
That's called a Biles as of now.
In 2016, Biles competed in the Summer Olympics in Rio, where she cleaned the floor with the competition, winning gold in vault, floor exercise, and all-around, as well as helping Team USA win gold in the team all-around with the Final 5, which came to be the nickname of the US women's gymnastic team that year. With 4 Olympic gold medals, Biles set an American record for most gold medals in women's gymnastics at a single games. She dominated and became a worldwide sensation, which led to her being the flag bearer for Team USA at the closing ceremonies, becoming the first American female gymnast to receive the honor. Biles is what some may call a power gymnast. Her 4'8" frame allows her to glide through the air and helps with her agility and quickness when it comes to the uneven bars or balance beam parts of the competition. Combining that with her sheer athleticism and strength sets her apart from other gymnasts. Her dynamic flair and style, which she often incorporated into her floor routines, also helped her stand out against the competition. But neither the power nor the flair was fully embraced by the wider gymnastic community, resulting in Biles being the recipient of a lot of criticism, some that was littered with racist remarks. In 2013, when trying to defend an Italian gymnast's overtly racist remark after Biles' all-around win at the World Championships, a spokesperson for the Italian Gymnastics Federation said this: "The code of points is opening chances for colored people and penalizing the typical Eastern European elegance, which, when gymnastics was more artistic and less acrobatic, allowed Russia and Romania to dominate the field." After the 2016 games, Biles took a step back from the sport, citing both mental and physical exhaustion as well as anxiety. Instead of training, she co-wrote an autobiography about her life, becoming an advocate for those struggling with mental health issues and anxiety problems. She even joined Dancing with the Stars in 2017 and became a Nike-sponsored athlete, until just 3 months ago when she left the sports brand to join Athleta because, according to her, it's a sponsor that focuses more on women. In January 2018, Biles said she was among more than 150 women who said that they were sexually abused by disgraced former USA Gymnastics and Michigan State University doctor Larry Nassar. Biles has since been publicly vocal about USA Gymnastics' culpability, saying the organization failed to protect its athletes while also calling for an independent investigation. Later that year, she returned to the sport as dominant as ever. She won 4 golds at the 2018 World Championships in Doha, despite going to the emergency room the night before the qualification round due to a kidney stone, and also introduced one of those new elements on vault. At the 2019 World Championships, she introduced 2 new elements, the Biles on balance beam and the Biles 2 on the floor exercise. The Biles on balance beam is actually the highest rated element on the balance beam, involving a backward double twisting, double tucked salto dismount. Damn, that sounds cool. The skill was controversially given a difficulty rating of H. The International Gymnastics Federation had watered down the value of the element in order to prevent other gymnasts from injuring themselves. Biles was actually being penalized for performing skills other gymnasts couldn't even dare to pull off. But that hasn't stopped her from trying even more difficult skills. She recently became the first woman to land the Yurchenko double pike vault in competition at the US Classic. She still somehow managed to show that she was human at the Olympic trials, making some uncharacteristic errors. But even still, Biles is utterly in a league of her own. She's already the most decorated US gymnast in history. She's the greatest and she knows it, even wearing slides with goats on it. And this summer, she has the chance to further cement her legacy as one of the greatest athletes of all time.